What's good, SnapFlash fam? Botswana is heating up, and not because of the weather. President Duma Boko has warned that journalists could soon face prison time for fake news, and the media sector is in full panic mode. Today, we break down the growing battle between State House and the press, and what it means for our democracy. Here's the big question. Is this media reform or media control? Because when a president starts quoting criminal defamation laws in Parliament, that's usually not a love letter to journalists. Before we dive in, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a SnapFlash update. In Parliament, President Boko said journalists commit crimes by the day and could be jailed under criminal defamation laws. His exact message? Very soon they will end up in prison.
You see, babega dikgang ha ba gakololwa ra bo re sa ba sole ra bo re ba gakololela gore melao e teng go na le mo go teng criminal defamation. The reason I keep suggesting to them they should stop what they are doing, this fake news, these falsehoods that tarnish people's reputations, impair their dignity and their fame, those things are criminal. There are provisions in the Penal Code ya Botswana. Section 192 of the Penal Code criminalizes defamation, criminal defamation. You can actually be taken to court and imprisoned for writing falsehoods about a person and tarnishing their reputation and their fame and their dignity. So when I say to them, stop this thing, I'm admonishing them because very soon they will end up in prison. And this matter arose in India. In India, there's a provision in their law, in their penal code, section 499, section 500 of the Indian Penal Code, criminal defamation. You know, all the Commonwealth jurisdictions are like criminal defamation. And criminal defamation says you publish something that is untrue with intent to harm the reputation of another. That's a criminal offense. So our journalists are committing crimes by the day. This
follows months of clashes between the presidency and reporters, from accusations of fake news to public mockery of journalists' grammar. Yes, grammar. Here's the twist. Some of the very lawyers who once protected journalists are now in or around government, including Dick Bayford, João Salbani, Kosi Nkahage, and Boko himself.
You all know the two of us. This is Mr. Boko, and my name is Bayford. We are the lawyers representing the Sunday Standard in this case. Mr. Mukhabi is the deputy editor of the newspaper. We have to apologize for having kept you waiting for too long. It is only that we had anticipated that the urgent application would be had last night. But then, owing to the frustrations, we were submitted to by the police. We ended up not being able to have that opportunity of moving the application last night. So it was only today that logistically we were able to put together everything for the hearing of the urgent application. We've been speaking to the registrar a short time ago, and the judge who has been assigned the case is Justice Citing, and currently he's in Gaborone. And there has been communication with him, and he suggests that it might be convenient for all of us to move to Gaborone, where this matter is going to be heard. Similarly, the lawyer representing the Attorney General, the acting Attorney General, Mr. Nchunga, is also in Gaborone. So our suggestion is that if we could all move to Gaborone and wait by the High Court in Gaborone, from there I think we will be advised as to which courtroom the matter will be heard. But definitely the matter is going to be heard and hopefully substantially finalized today.
Well, maybe not substantially. What we hope to achieve today, hell or high waters, is the release of Mr. Duma Boko from custody. That we hope to achieve today. What we may not achieve today are certain substantive reliefs that we seek in our documents. We contend that the arrest of Mr. Mokoni was unlawful because the warrant on which he was arrested and detained was unlawfully and improperly obtained. That's one of the outcomes. We contend, secondly and very, very importantly, that the conduct of the police in preventing attorneys representing Mr. Mokoni from having access to him pretty much the whole of last night, resulting in the frustration of the urgent application that should have been moved last night, which is why we are still here today. We wanted the declarator from the court that that conduct was unlawful and unconstitutional. We contend that the provisions of the penal code, sections 50 and sections 51, under which Mr. Mokoni is, as we understand, being held, are themselves unconstitutional. So we'll be contending for those provisions of the penal code to be struck down as unconstitutional. Those are very substantive, far-reaching orders, the success of which will result in wiping from the penal code, particularly section 51. So we will seek to secure his release today. We will argue these issues and we'll argue them comprehensively on a date that the court will set and which will be notified to all of you. So,
Inside newsrooms, people are asking the hard question. So, who's left to stand with us now? This follows weeks of clashes between the presidency and reporters, from accusations of fake news to public mockery of journalists' grammar. Yes, grammar. The Editors Forum, Committee to Protect Journalists, MISA, everyone's circling the alarm button. And now the Botswana Republican Party has joined in, accusing Boko of launching a systematic effort to silence critics.
We have noticed a disturbing trend, particularly from the president of Botswana, Duma Boko. He seems to be attacking all the key institutions of the state. And I'll come to analyze why he's doing that. Chief amongst his favorite, punching bag are the journalists of Botswana, the fourth estate, the private media. He almost never misses an opportunity to ridicule the private press, to state things that, in my mind, are untrue about the press. Like, for instance, 90% of the reporting, and here's a man who doesn't like statistics, but then he throws statistics around like that. And now we've noticed leaders who have a penchant, who are obsessed with attacking the press, it's a dictatorship. There's no reason. People will say, no, it's just random. It's not random. It is systematic, it is sustained, and it is almost like an obsession. There is a reason why he's doing that.
Critics argue that the president skips straight to the harshest punishment, imprisonment, instead of the usual remedies, retractions, apologies, civil litigation. The president's remarks come as the office of the president pushes ahead with plans to reform the media sector, a process government claims will improve professionalism, but critics fear will introduce tighter controls, including possible journalist registration requirements. Botswana's press freedom score has tanked, from 38th in 2021 to 81st in 2025. No police raids, no arrests. But journalists say the rhetoric is harsher than ever, creating fear without the handcuffs. So, SnapFlash family, tell me, are the president's warnings a legitimate push for responsible journalism or a dangerous slide towards silencing the press? Drop your thoughts in the comments. While you do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It keeps independent journalism alive. Botswana is at a crossroads. Whether these media reforms empower reporters or weaken them will shape the future of our democracy. This is SnapFlash. Keep questioning, stay informed. Catch you on the next update.
Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it